Hey, welcome to this week's FSM Adult Leader Update. We've got some changes coming to kind of help you, but I just want to keep you up in the loop of what's going on this week. This Wednesday, we're doing a DNA night where we're going to talk about what FSM is all about. We know that students and even you as adult leaders sometimes wonder what's the purpose, what's the mission, what's FSM all about, what am I supposed to be doing, and so that's what this week's about, to help us as we go into this year to just focus on that, to just be where God wants us to be and kind of fulfill the mission. So some of the questions we're going to answer this week are this: what is FSM? You know, FSM is a student ministry, but what is it about? Like, what are some things that help us to focus on FSM? The mission-wise is FSM is about God. Everything we do at FSM is to help students connect to God and experience God in a real way, not in a metaphorical way, just a real way. The other thing is FSM is about friends. We really strive to help students connect with other students to be friends. We believe that if students are going to succeed in their Christian walk, it has to be together. They've got to do it as friends. All right? And then FSM is fun. We strive to create an atmosphere on Wednesday nights that's fun. That students, when they show up, they want to be here. They want to take part. That's why we have the video games. That's why we have ping pong and the pool tables and the cafe. All of it is geared to have fun. It has its place in there. And then FSM is about you. It's about the leader, but it's also about the student. Our students, we gear everything for the students. And so as we talk about this week, we're going to challenge them in those areas so they know it's always going to be about God, it's about friends, it's about fun, and it's about them. It's those four things. What is the mission of FSM? So our goal is to help the adult leaders and the students to know what the mission of FSM is. And I'm going to put a challenge out this week that if a student asks any of us that what the mission is, that we'll be able to answer them right away. And if we can't, as an adult leader, I'm going to challenge you, give them $1 to $2. And we're going to put that bounty out there to help us learn this, okay? Our mission at FSM is helping students take their next step towards Christ together. For most of us, what spiritually mature looks like, it's so far away that sometimes it's hard to get there. But each one of the students has a next step. Some of their next step is to be on a serve team. Some others' next step is to just pay attention during the service and not talk to their friends. Next steps are to worship, to read their Bible, to pray. All of us have next steps, and our goal as leaders of FSM and the mission of FSM is to help them recognize their next step and take their next step. If we can keep them doing that, they'll get to spiritually mature. They won't have to focus on it and try to figure out the steps. It'll just be next step. That's what our focus is, the next step. All right? And then who can come to FSM, or who is welcomed at FSM? And everybody. We all have stories of where we messed up in the past and where we've struggled. Doesn't matter what denomination kids come from or what they do or what they believe. Everybody is welcomed at FSM. And we want them to be aware of that. We want them to feel like they are part of FSM. All right? And so we've put it in the schedule. It's a regular night. It's the same regular night. The one thing I want to make sure everybody knows is that we're doing the transition. Instead of 7:30, it's 7:35. All right? So that'll help us a little bit. They don't have to go out in the hallway until like 7:30. So if the teenagers, the high schoolers can go out in the hallway at 7:30, about 7:32 I'm going to release, I believe it's 7:35 I'm going to release. So teenagers, the high schoolers don't have to come out until like 7:33. That gives us a little break there. They don't have to be trapped in the hallway so long. But other than that, everything's good. The following week, next week, is, just so you remember, is See You at the Pole. We're going to keep our own buses. We're going to do 2 runs. And so it's going to be a hectic night. We'll need everybody on board. But we'll do the best we can, and we'll see how we get it done. All right? Remember, I believe in you. Thanks again. I love being on the team with you guys. I'm excited to see what God is doing. Thank you all so much for making last week, the back-to-school party, such a success. It was awesome. We had about 160 kids here. We are just, God is doing something awesome. God is using you guys in a great way. And so, just so you know that. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about is the change. I'm going to be asking you in the email today to go sign up for these email updates. It's going to help me to put it on the website so that we can get this information to you. I know right now I'm sending it to each of your emails. What we want to do is I'm going to send it to the blog, and then the blog is going to get it to you guys. And if you guys don't get something, you can go to the blog and you guys can always follow up and check videos, and then they'll be archived there. We haven't had a place to keep them all organized. And so that's how we're going to do it. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I'll walk you through the process. It's not a big process. I'm going to try to make it as simple as can be in the email. But if you have any questions about anything, give me a call. My goal is to help you succeed in ministry and to grow in your walk with God. And so, care about you. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.